Everybody, welcome back to some Farming Simulator 22, and I'm joined with Urok, and I'm Strict. Now we're right here on the farm trying to finish it up where we can move on to some other stuff and get all our fields planted and everything. But if you like what you see, hit that thumbs up, subscribe button. If you really want to know more, hit the notification bell. Otherwise, let's get into this video. I just wish they'd had it co-op that way. One could be piloting the boat.
But, we were talking about it, a few weeks back. Well, actually about a month ago, really. When we started that little 7 days co-op thing we did, and then the server wouldn't let us back on.
Yeah.
But we've been missing playing games together because we have a lot of fun. Another thing that'll probably come up in the future if we can ever figure out how to get a server for Project Eden and Empyrean.
Oh yeah.
We'll be doing that, and that will be a server that will definitely let people come in and play on.
And speaking of that, ladies and gentlemen, if you know how to set up a server for the scenarios, please let us know. We've been scratching our head. I think we spent, 2.5 hours, 3 hours?
Spent 3 or 4 hours just trying to get it to work on the server we had, and we couldn't. And we don't want to do it just in vanilla Empyrean.
Yeah, that's kind of boring.
We'd even be willing to do Project Eden because, Project Eden is still a whole lot better than regular Empyrean when it comes to, the scenario.
Yeah.
There's just a lot more to do.
Yeah, and we even watched the videos and stuff like that, how to set it up. But
and it just would not work. We could not get it to work.
And it seemed like they skipped a step or hit a step that you needed to know how. But then again, they may have been hiding some information because their computer was actually showing. Did not mean to hit that one. Information that would kind of let people into their computer or hack their stuff or whatever, which that's very understandable. But anyway, I've got one more little strip on 60. I got to go back up and cover up, and then I'll be getting it back into the lower ones, 61 through 63.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot you can only roll 7 miles an hour with this one. Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, last night when we were playing No Man's Land, we used the same tractors, but basically just kind of at the 7720s, small ones. And man, the implements did not like that tractor. Somebody kept running into the damn trees. I won't mention no name, Urok. And the next thing I know, he's in the shop getting it maxed out like it's supposed to be. Which in all in all, it actually worked out for the best for it, really. All right, let's see if I can find the spot that I missed over here. Should be on it. I may have already got it, but I will. Do. Didn't Bob's Grocery have a young guy that does spray washing? I thought I seen that up in Bob's store. I may have been wrong.
Well, we can buy a pressure washer. Just put it wherever you want. You just have to drive everything up to it to clean it.
Oh yeah.
We need to get us a vehicle repair shop at some point too. Yeah. Put on our place so we don't have to drive all the way up there to do that.
Yeah. I just know Bob was complaining about his son not doing Jack Diddley Poo, watching cartoons all day.
Bob likes to complain about a lot.
Yeah.
Bob is not a very friendly neighbor. That's why we don't go to his store very much. That's also why we're going to try to put him out of business, but he didn't know that yet.
Yeah. Well, I think every time he sees us coming, he jacks up the fuel prices real quick and fast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here comes them knuckleheads. I'm going to make them pay. I can't help it that Urok ran into his pond with his tractor, okay? That started the whole...
I wasn't running into his pond to the pond. I didn't run into the pond. I drove into the pond to wash off my tractor.
Well, he had a... Yeah, he's a little upset about
I didn't see him in the boat, okay? Like it wasn't intentional.
Yeah, he still thinks you went fishing.
I mean, I probably killed a fish or two.
Yeah, but you took out his damn boat. I know that.
I did hit his boat. It wasn't intentional.
No, you did more than hit that daggone boat.
Okay, I cracked it in half.
You sunk that shit.
I cracked it in half and it fell in the bottom of the pond. I understand.
You sunk that brand new bass liner he bought.
I know, and I'm sorry.
His wife was
not
so
intentional.
Happy. Yeah, I know, but his wife was really happy.
But now his wife did send us a little box of chocolate after that.
Oh yeah, because she hated that damn thing.
Thanking us for getting rid of his problem. She called his boat his problem. So.
Yeah. Because he never stayed at home.
But I promise it was not intentional. I wasn't trying to hit his boat. I just wasn't paying attention.
Mm-hmm. You was on your phone, wasn't you?
No, there were deer in the field, and I was watching the deer.
Oh, yeah. Trying to take out your phone and record it, ain't you?
No, I was watching the deer, trying to see where I could put up a good stand to go get back and get them later.
I hear you. Damn outlaw.
Hey. You're only an outlaw if you get caught.
I hear you. So, Farmer Fred, no, we do not have those deer stands on your property. Not a first one, only about 5 or 6.
But now Farmer Johnson, we can't say that about.
Oh, yes. Farmer Bob, I can care less because I almost shoot you when you come in your own field, too. I don't know what happened to my baby gun.
Well, the thing is with Bob, he don't really have a whole lot of deer around his place. That's why I was kind of like, hey, man, that's a little pack of deer that come back here and get, right here on the edge of the water.
And I think what it was, they were just getting them a little drink of water is what it was.
And I was, I was distracted by the deer and I wasn't paying attention where I was going and I ran into Bob's boat and cut it in half,
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah, for some reason that PTO with the plow just started ripping through his stuff.
I mean, but I was just trying to wash my tractor off a little bit. We didn't have pressure washer yet. We're new.
Hey, good thing you didn't have the combine on there. You really would have tilled up some stuff.
Yeah. If I would have, I don't think I'd try the combine in the pond.
Hey,
it'd probably go in there.
Well, the story would say, well, I was trying to aerate the water. They looked like they didn't have enough oxygen in the things.
Oh, I'd have come up with something.
Now, I'm surprised. Speaking of that, I'm surprised they haven't come up with a mod having catfish farms. Man,
I really wish they would do a map that had that part as built into the map to where catfish ponds were a thing. I think there were mods in 19 where you could do fish farms.
Yeah, I know it's a pain in the backside because my.
But I would love them to have, a map centered around fish farming or not just fish, but it could be. I know there is a mod or a map or something where they have like zoo animals where you can like build a zoo and stuff.
Yeah, because I do know, my stepsister, her husband owns a big fish farm up there in the Delta, and I used to. And man, you talking about pain in the ass.
I used to help a buddy of mine that was a foreman on a catfish farm in Eden, Mississippi, and that was a lot of.
Well, especially if the auction's not right in the daggum.
Oh yeah.
Field.
I remember one night we were going around because there was two ponds that were not reading correct on auction, and we were moving aerators around, man.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you ever tasted an off-flavored catfish, you would never ever forget that taste.
Nope.
Because that was my job when I was up there with her for that summer. Yeah, I had to be we're going to let you taste off the fish. Yeah, That shit. Believe it or not, it took another 20 years before I started eating fish again.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt it.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, if you cannot tell, we're a bunch of rednecks. Talking about hunting, fishing.
But I would love for them to do a map that was heavy on like have even if it was just like a section of the map where there were catfish farms built in.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Like, because I would love that.
Oh yeah, it'd be something a little different, besides, sitting there having to crop and do this, that, even though you have the aspect of actually having to, manage the fish and take care of the oxygen and feed them and all that stuff.
That would be a cool thing for them to add. And I'm sure at some point
Yeah.
there will be somebody to mod that in a map.
Yeah, because really the ponds ain't no more about 4 feet deep, and then you get in there and either you can have it yourself or equipment that actually seines it. Just start on one end of the pond and come all the way down. But man, you talking about fishing in those jokers? It was funny. You just come in and
you don't even really have to put anything on your hook.
Well, no, what James did, he just came up and actually just cut the feeder on the back of the truck, and you just seen the wakes coming and everything. I mean, I've used raisins, hot dogs, dog food, which is pretty much what it is. And even throw just a bare hook in there, and here they came.
Yep. When I was probably 22, 23, my youngest cousin on my mom's side of the family, he was probably about 15, maybe 14. He was probably 14. We went fishing, and we had stopped by the convenience store on the way and got, or bait shop, whatever, convenience store. You know how it is in rural Mississippi.
Yeah.
That store sells everything. But we got our bait. We were going catfishing. We got some worms, and
don't tell me you ate the worms.
We got some snacks and all that kind of stuff. And so we got out there, man, talking about a heck of a day. We were catching fish left and right. We went through those worms so quick, and we weren't ready to stop fishing, because we were having fun. And so my cousin was like, "Hey, you remember I got that pack of gummy worms?"
Yo, you used gummy worms.
And we put gummy worms on there and caught 4 catfish over 10 pounds off gummy worms.
Nah, I know we were doing some brim fishing one day, and at a pond that hasn't been fished in probably 20 something years. It got to the point where it wasn't no sense just grab the fish, throw it over your shoulder. And a lot of people probably think I'm crazy, but I couldn't keep enough crickets, so I ended up putting a handful in my mouth and just have them in my mouth as quick as I can spit them out in my hand, load it up. Oh yeah, and it just, I probably within about 20 minutes we done caught over 100 something brim.
Wow.
That was how bad and infested. Because I mean, it just
we went to a place. Me and my best friend up when I was in college. We went to this place up in Natchez, or up on the Natchez Trace. Actually, it was near Tupelo.
Yeah,
it was up on the Natchez Trace, and this guy had like 7 ponds on his property, and so he told us what was, that 2 of the ponds were basically inactive, and the other 5 what they had in them. Well, we went to this one pond that he said was inactive, and we kept seeing stuff swimming in the water, and so we walked over there. And I kid you not, there was probably 20,000 or more fingerlings in that pond of brim, crappie. I mean, like, it was all kind of fish. We had these little bitty lures that we had gotten called a tad fry. It looked like a little tadpole. And it had a little bitty treble hook on it, like as smallest treble hook you've ever seen in your life. And we started using that, and we filled up 3 5-gallon buckets full of those little bitty fish. And we just stopped and we took those fish that we had fished out of that pond and went and put them in
another pond.
Well, we went and put them in the big pond. Like, he had one that was basically a lake. It was like 2 point something acres big.
Yeah.
And we put all those little bitty fish in that big pond. And when we were getting ready to leave and we told him about it, he's like, "You're kidding me." And I'm like, "No." And so we walked back down there with him and showed him, and he looked, and after we had fished out 3 5-gallon buckets worth of those fish, you could still, like, it looked like they were sitting on top of each other. There were so many in there, and they were all just starving, because they weren't getting enough food.
Yeah. Well, that's just like
which to have that many fingerlings, there had to be some grown fish in there as well.
Oh yeah.
But we just we did that, and so for the next few weeks, we would go down there with seine nets, little handheld seine nets, and we would just throw those seine nets out and pull them back in, and we'd get hundreds of fish at a time. And we just started putting them in the big pond. If nothing else, it would feed the big fish.
Oh yeah.
And then if they did get to, they actually had a chance to live. Even though it wasn't a great one, they had a chance to live.
Yeah.
Because they could probably get food.
Yeah, I mean the
crazy.
The most craziest thing I've ever seen with a lot of fish in it. Me and a buddy of mine, we were going frog gigging one day, and we went to the Yazoo Canal.
Oh yeah.
And it was the water.
That's where I graduated high school.
Well, the water was up pretty high, so we went off in one of the little canals. There were so many fish piled up in there that the motor or the motor off of the boat was actually spooking them, and they were literally jumping in. You could literally take the paddle and smack it in the water and knock fish into your boat. I mean, it's just that how many daggone that was here. All right, all 3 of these are rolled, or 4 of these are rolled. Alrighty.
Well, if you want to grab the bale trailer and start going around picking up these bales.
All right, hold on, make sure everything is fully 100% done.
And then you'll have fun trying to learn how to unload that thing. It took me forever to figure it out. But it's cool once you figure it out.
What is it, X or Y, something like that?
No, it ain't nothing like that. I'll have to tell you. I'll have to tell you when you get ready to unload it.
62 says I don't have to roll it, but I see rocks still in it.
Well, they're probably big rocks instead of small ones. I wouldn't worry about it.
All right, that's fertilizer.
There is a rock picker.
Yeah.
That will pick up big rocks out of fields. And that's probably big rocks.
Yep, everything's done. Yeah, it's just a 2 big clusters.
Look at how many bales are on this field, dude.
Do. Yeah, doesn't the small Brilliant, don't it have the cover for it? Or is that just the big one?
You can get a cover for it, yeah.
Okay, no.
I just didn't get one. I don't ever get a cover for my lime shredder because that lets me know it's the lime shredder. Because I never use the same machine. I always get 2. And I used to always get that Breedle, but then I found that little one that does such a better spread.
Yeah, sling it 500 miles out.
And it does 3 times the width as the Breedle. And you can adjust the width to where, if you don't need a big wide swath, you can cut it down.
Yeah, that's one thing I like.
Granted, it does take a while to you do have to, like, if you're doing a big field, you're going to have to load it several times. But it's worth it to me because of the berth that it gives.
All right, optimize position B.
All right, does it say operating position or transporting position right now?
Operation position.
All right, hit B. That's what you wanted in it. You want it to say transporting position because that's what you would change it to. So you need it in operating position for it to pick up the bales.
Yeah, and I'm just going kind of slow.
Yeah, I don't drive that thing fast.
I cranked it up to 9. It won't double stack, right? Just single stack?
Yeah, it double stacks and then puts 4 on top.
Okay. And then if we
so
would
it's
have,
actually
then if we would have did the
full stacks, 2 full stacks of 14, I think, and then a few more.
And then if we would add the actual
well, that's all that one. No, that's all that one will carry. 32.
Okay.
There's one that carries like 36 and one that carries 42, I think. That one is the smaller of the trailers.
Well, I was talking about,
But
when we added the bars on
no,
it.
I did the bars just strictly for looks
Okay.
to make it look like there was something for the bales to sit up against. It doesn't really matter. You don't have to have the bars. I just like the way it looks better
Okay.
with it having a gate on the back or
Yeah.
something for the bales to rest up against.
Yeah. Because I thought with the angle ones that you can actually put bales in that
No,
angle.
no,
Oh,
they're
how
just
close
for
I didn't
looks.
get close enough to it. I bet you didn't.
I mean, in real life, yes. In real life, yes. But that particular trailer holds 32 bales.
Gotcha.
It holds 2 stacks of 14 and then 4 on top.
Do 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 do.
I mean, they put the different looking rails in there for it to make it look kind of realistic,
Gotcha.
but they serve no purpose in the game whatsoever.
Okay. Yeah, because I know in the past you had that little grapple little thing, but you could buy up. Ooh, go right over it. That came and picked it up.
Oh, I mean, they've still got those trailers.
Yeah, we had to line it
Yeah,
up.
where you have to line it up. Yeah, I mean, those are great trailers, especially early game. But the fact of the way they drop the bales off, I hate it
Yeah, because it's not
because
consistently.
it stacks them off in a stack of like 6 high or something like that.
Yeah, it's missed that one. I'll just come back and pick it up later. Whoop.
How many have you got so far?
I've got 6 more complete for my second row.
That tells you down on the bottom how many bales you got.
18.
Yeah.
19.
So we're going to get at least one full load off this field.
Can I play Parcheesi real good and pick up all 3 of these in one fast swoopy swoops? Oh, come on, turn.
Another thing I like that they've done in Farm Sim 22. Did you run over a bale?
It never stopped.
Wow.
It's been
One thing I like that they did in Farm Sim 22 years, they made the balers pick up a little bit easier because in 19, some of those balers, if you'd have to go over some of these wider swaths like twice to get all the straw.
and that was kind of
It was a pain.
Yeah.
It took twice as long basically because a lot of times you'd have to make 2 passes on one row just to get it all. I like that they fixed that a little bit.
All right, I got 3 more to pick up. Whoop.
Yeah, and go ahead and take them over there and sell them next door.
$28 bales, you said, right?
Oh, it'll hold 32. You can get 4 on top.
I got 4 on top, but it's showing me I've got 28.
Oh, well, maybe that one is 28 then. Maybe I have the one that's 32 on my farm.
The little bit bigger one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I bought the shorter one here on purpose because it's easier to turn in and out. When I have on my farm's a little bit long sometimes.
Yeah, okay. I think you got the medium trailer. This is a small one.
Yeah, I think that's the small one.
All right. Export position B. So I got
No. Don't do none of that.
wild down
Because you're
bells.
All right, hit Y, and now you have to hold down the right mouse button, pick up the bale. You have to take your mouse forward to pick up the bales, slide it sideways to move them into the little trigger place, and then bring your mouse backwards to set them down on the ground.
Ah, got you. Ooh, wrong way.
But it took me a while to figure out how to do it, but I love the fact that you can just stack the whole stack off.
Yeah. Because I like
and not have to go back and restack them with a forklift or a front end loader or whatever.
Why are you trying to say? Oh, I didn't. You dumb. Why are you giving me the prompt to sell wood?
Oh, you have to set the bales down on the trigger, and it'll sell them automatically. You have to put them inside that little yellow box.
Oh, they're all inside the yellow box. Do I need to get my?
All right, go back into the thing. Go back into the tractor and hit Y again.
Do I need to move my tractor?
No, just hit Y.
Okay. I was trying to go to the little trigger point and release it.
No, you don't do that. That is only for wood. That trigger point like that is only for wood. Anything else you put in there will sell automatically.
I was wondering why it said wood.
Yeah, it's only for that sell point. There is only for wood. Man, I wish that one thing I wish I could do. Like this bale is 94%. I wish I could kick it out.
Yeah, and you gotta pick up 6% more before it comes out.
Yeah, and there is no 6% more anywhere.
Oh no, that's a good percentage, really.
Yep, but
I didn't see.
We basically have almost a whole nother bale in the baler, but at 94%.
Damn baler.
It's at 94%.
Pick the damn thing. You gonna pick it up, dumbass?
Pick what up?
No.
Oh, you got to put it back in operating position. You put it in transport position a while ago when you hit B. You don't hit B ever. You leave it in the operating position. That way you don't have to.
Oh yeah, I had to hit Y one more time.
Oh, to reset it? Yeah. All right. So our fields are done. He's working on finishing up the contract.
Weren't you picking it up, you dummy? It's in operation position.
No, if it says operation position, it's in transport position.
Okay. Not bad.
Don't feel bad. I figured out this thing. It took me a while to figure out what was going on. Because I was like, I hit operating position. And it's like, no, you hit transport position. Because it was already in operation position.
You hay jumping?
Mm-hmm. I'm doing a hayride.
I hear you.
Except it's straw.
You straw riding?
I'm straw riding. Woohoo!
Yeah, like I said, I didn't get to see how much we made off the last one.
Almost 10,000.
Oh, well.
Like, it was like 9,000 something.
You know, the bad thing about it, even if we did a little cutting the grass around the hedges, it's still not going to be the right straw.
Oh, no. Did you see me pick up that bale and put it on the trailer?
Boy, somebody's a he-man. Are you going to grab that one?
Yeah, the one that's way out.
Yeah, I was going to spin around and come back towards it.
I'll bring it over here by this other one where you can get both.
It looks like you're rolling.
Yeah. It's fun.
And alrighty.
That should be all of them.
Yep.
How many did we get this time?
Showing 18.
So 18 more. All right,
Yeah.
and go ahead and sell it.
Yeah, we was only missing like 10. Hello.
You just drove straight through me.
I was trying to take your suspenders off. That'll grab your cowboy hat. Yeah, for some reason, I guess I got the let's see here. Why? Oh, why?
Hold your right mouse. There you go. Now drop them down. And then hit Y again. And then hit Y to reset.
All right. Operation statement is ready to go.
So we got 5,962 off that load. Now I'm going to complete the contract.
Another 50.
And so we went from 52,000 to 78,000 off that one contract because of the straw.
Yep, and what little bit that you sold of wheat or whatever. Oats, yeah.
Yeah, oats. Yeah, but what I'm saying, like, and it'll tell you, like, the contract itself was worth 5,000 something, right?
Yeah.
So the contract income we have is 5,316. Now the harvest income, that includes the stuff we sold already.
Yeah.
The 14,536. But if you look up at the top, the bales that we sold, or if you scroll up a little bit,
Well, I haven't looked yet. I'm still driving.
Oh, I'm saying we sold over $21,000 worth of bales today, off of our fields in this field. But now that our fields are done, it's all about contracts.
All right.
And that's another thing, guys. If you want us to do a certain type of contract, let us know. You know, because we're willing to try anything. The only thing I would say we're not ready for is the supply and transport contracts, because we don't have anything.
Yeah.
But there's all kind of different contracts to do. I'm sitting here looking at them now. There's some baling contracts, cultivating, fertilizing, plowing, sowing, spraying. That's pretty much it right now. But we do have the better contracts mod where we can refresh contracts and see if it gives us anything else. I was really hoping for another harvest contract, but not so lucky.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put a cut in today's video. I appreciate everybody coming out, watching me rocking myself, do some farming and everything. And yeah, he was standing right beside me, and then he ran away, but oh well. But if you like what you see, hit that thumbs up, subscribe button. If you want to know more, hit that notification bell too. And as always, everybody be careful, be safe. Until the next time, we'll be smelling you later on the farm.
Later, guys. Y'all have a good one.
That's the job. Yes, the job.
Yay, yay.
Have a good one. Bye.
Punch, punch, punch.